Hey YouTube, welcome to the Killian Family Homestead. Want to take this moment to teach a certain principle about intensive grazing. You can see the chickens just walked right through it. I was an idiot and I purchased the wire electric netting, not for the poultry but for the sheep, forgetting about the poultry, and now the poultry just walked right through it. You would think that it would be consistently and constantly electrified, but that's not how it goes. It goes in pulses. So if a chicken is lucky enough to jump through the hoop when there's no pulse, they make it out okay. Anyways, okay, here we go. Luscious grass, been growing for about a month, undisturbed. Heavily grazed grass, been growing, eaten for about a month, nothing but disturbed. You can see some stains where the urination has really beaten down the grass there and fried it a little bit because of the nitrogen. You can see how they have excessively grazed certain areas and they've left their other clumps of grass that are less palatable for them. This right here demonstrates exactly what intensive grazing is for. You stick your herd, here's my herd, into an area. Restrict them to an area and they intensively graze that. They will first go to their first bites, which is their preference. Then they'll shift over into less palatable bites. And then if you had cows or horses, they would go probably and eat the rest of it once they got hungry enough. Sheep are very, very picky. And since I don't have a huge herd of sheep, these are Katahdin hair sheep, by the way, sheep are a little more picky, and so they'll continue to just nibble and nibble and nibble all the way to the dirt, the stuff that they like the most tender stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to act like a horse or a secondary animal. And I'm going to come in here with the lawnmower and I'm going to mow it all evenly. Let me explain to you why. If you allow your sheep to not intensively graze, but just roam around and eat their first bites constantly, what happens is the noxious weeds and the less palatable plants get all spring and summer long to soak up the sun, soak up nutrients, soak up water, and grow and become more prolific. Spread their seeds everywhere, and eventually your pasture becomes plagued by the less palatable food. So intensive grazing keeps all of that stuff down, and so it can't cast its seed. It can't multiply, because it's been eaten and trampled down. Now over here, the grass has had a full 28 days to grow thick and luscious and take over and block out some and a lot of the weeds. Now we turn the sheep over to this part. They eat this down and they intensively graze the rest of it. And after mowing this, we allow everything to grow consistently for about 28 days. So, and then you just go back and forth. And you can see how, because they've been able to continually graze this, you can see how I could probably get away with another 5 sheep. This is only 6/10 of an acre, and this pasture is really good, and the water is unlimited for us here. Excellent irrigation rights in this property. I think we get something like 12 acre-feet of water. It's pretty fascinating. But anyways, this is how I intensively graze. Now if I touch this, I'd get a nice big shock if I held on to it, and these sheep have learned. There was a moment there where one of my kids unplugged the electric fence, and you can see how it's leaning over. I need to unplug it and get it all straightened up again because the sheep leaned up against it. It's amazing how they know when it's lit and how they know when it's off. But anyways, that is intensive grazing 101. I probably missed out a bunch of stuff, but I'm just a layman here. I wanted to share the news. Thanks, bye.